Oh, we're live.
We're live. Yes.
I like the way that sounds. Sounds delicious.
Yes, sounds like you fell asleep while waiting to go live. So,
Never sleep.
hey everybody, welcome to Tea Time with Mo. I am Mo, as you all know. And this awesome, handsome dude on my left over here is the one and only Vion! I was kind of wondering what to call you then. Because I was thinking, Vince, should I RedWolfVion? Or Vion? Or I don't know, you have so many names. Many names.
I know, that's simple. Vince is fine. Vion is fine. I used to not want people to call me Vince, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let people call me whatever they want. As long as they know who I am, that's fine.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is, right? No matter how hard you try to mask your real name on the internet, it comes out some way or another. Like it's whether it's like one of your good friends that just spills the beans, or it's very hard to keep your identity in these things.
Yo, what's up, Fred? What's up, Baker boy? What's going on?
Fred! Baker boy, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream.
And now that you actually mentioned that, remember before I was RedWolfVion, I had Vion Zalion, and I pretty much changed that because of the fact it was too much to tell people this was one username here, username there, and if you're trying to make things easy for you in the world of any kind of world, like the gaming industry, whatever industry, or for communication and social purposes, it's a lot easier when they're all the same.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I hate it when people use my name on certain gaming consoles and stuff like that. Like on Xbox, I'm Mokaji87. On Minecraft, I'm Mokaji87. And I'm like, someone keeps stealing my stuff, man. Stop it.
It has to be, of course, 87. So it would be.
Yeah.
That's the kind of luck. Oh, gosh.
Welcome to Tea Time with Mo, Vince. If for those that don't know you, introduce yourself.
First off, thank you for inviting me. This is awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Hello everybody. I'm Vince, aka RedWolfVion. You might see me on my channel, RedWolfVion, or Communicasters Live. You'll see me either of those. I've been streaming for a while. When I'm not streaming, I love food, watching movies, hanging out with friends. But in terms of streaming, though, I do stream and I play more like fantasy games.
That Final Fantasy Life, though.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star, Monster Hunter, fighting games here and there. It's just a variety of games, whatever we're all playing. Because most of the time I'm playing with friends and multiple people that play online. Hey, Coffee Girl Buzz, how you doing?
Hey, Coffee Girl, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
So that's the thing.
Yes, you are a part of the CCL crew, which I love. Thank you guys for being you. You guys are awesome. How's that going? Is it going strong?
Yes.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's really strong.
Really awesome.
We're gearing up for this Extra Life thing.
Yes.
We have our 12 hour tomorrow, so.
Oh, tomorrow. So make sure you guys go check that out. Twitch.tv/CommunityCasters Live. And you guys won't regret it. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. So, what are you drinking? Have you got some tea? Got some water? I'm guessing. I will see.
I am a man of my word, and I love to stay on my water. Now I'm drinking water. But I was like, hey, you know what? I can get a little exquisite with it. First, I have my signature red cup. I'm like, you know what? This is Mo's show, so let's do it. So I got this awesome Star Fox coffee.
Oh, that's so cool! I've seen those. I want one of those, man.
It actually came out of one of the arcade blocks.
Really?
I unboxed, yeah. So
wow.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So that mug is awesome. I love it. It's so good.
I love that whole thing. Like that just looks so cool. Like, oh my goodness. Wow. I want one of those. I really want one of those. I want one of those, and I want one of those Tetris cups.
The Tetris cups, I see. I haven't seen the Tetris cups.
Yeah, it fills up as the it's a heat thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a heat meter, and as it goes down, the Tetris blocks go down. That's so cool.
That is really cool. The technology's come a long way.
It has. Awesome. Yeah. But I am drinking some Moroccan mint green tea today.
Ooh.
I know. It sounds good. We have to try it because this is the first time I'm going to try it.
Really?
Yeah. And I've got a PlayStation controller mug. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's a bit too bright, but yeah. It's a PlayStation. It's got the D-pad and it's got the actual buttons on there, which is fantabulous.
That is pretty awesome. Like when it comes to like my hobbies or my nerdism, I love to have it showing off. Either if I'm like got a T-shirt when I'm wearing around my house or being lazy, or if you have a mug, like people come over and you pull out your mug with your nerd stuff, and they're like, "Oh, that's so cool!"
It's a conversation starter, right? It's a conversation starter.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? If I had the room, I'd have a display case like all the way behind me, like. Seriously, it would have all my games and memorabilia. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Like I do have certain things. Oh no, he fell down. Like my Heartless. I have him in the back. He fell down. But yeah, memorabilia, man. I love that. Are you an avid collector?
I am a collector of many things. Video games aside, anything that deals with like mecha or Monster Hunter, I will try to collect. If you haven't noticed or seen, I don't know what it is, but I have these things right here, and this was custom made from somebody. It's the feline keychain from Monster Hunter.
Oh, cool!
So I have it on my phone. I have it on my 3DS.
Wow, that's awesome!
I have a little plushie for it.
Oh wow!
A little plushie. I don't know what
that's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I know the eyes. The eyes are what do you in.
Oh yeah. That started a lot of conversation. I was just saying.
Yeah, it's really weird when you see me walk around and I'm like wearing a tie and t-shirt and vest and coat, and I just pulled my like phone out and I have like a cat dangling from it, and my phone even goes me out when I get notifications. So it's really funny reactions I get. Fred, you know, man. I have a lot of retro consoles and games and systems. I call it my old school crate, and it's pretty much a blue crate with like all the old school games, controllers and consoles and stuff.
What? That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that retro gaming life though.
Oh my God. Because the memories you have with some of these games is what makes it feel that much better. That nostalgic feeling. You know what I mean? You play like Super NES or NES, Sega CD, the thing between Sega and Sega Saturn. Oh yeah. That was awesome. It was good times, good days.
It's funny, like I've had a lot of people on the show, and I've always asked them about like what consoles they've played. And you just said Sega Saturn, and I completely forgot that even existed. Seriously, that completely just like went from my brain. I was like, what? There was a Sega Saturn as well. Everyone keeps missing that one out. I was like, I'm sure there was a few people that had it, but I just, oh my goodness, yeah. So, seeing as we're on the subject, how did you get into gaming? Like, what was it that got you into it?
What got me into gaming? All right, so when I was really young, this is a funny story. All right, so when I was really young, I was the youngest of three brothers in one house, right? And my mom, you know, we're just young kids having fun. And I remember we got an NES, and the thing was, my two brothers would play, and they'll play for a long period of time, and I had to sit there and wait my turn to play. Or they'll play all day and I'll only get like a little bit of time to play, or when they get bored or tired, I'll be able to play. But I can never play before them because they'll always be, you know, older than me. They'll take the controllers and play or do whatever. And it got so around the time Sega Genesis came out. The thing was Sega Genesis and Super NES came out, and I wanted to play Sonic. was like, hey, okay, I want to try playing this Sonic game. I saw Sonic 2. If you remember, it was the Sonic 2 bundle with the Sega Genesis. And my mom, for some reason, she asked me what my two older brothers wanted to play. They wanted Super NES. I told her to get the Sonic.
Genesis. Well played, Vince. Well played.
So it was Christmas, and they ended up getting that and unwrapping. And they were like, "This is the Super NES." But I was like, so they played it, and they were threatening to like take it back. My mom take it back. I'm like, no, let's play it. So then I got hooked on Sonic 2. That was probably one of the first games I got hooked on, aside from Castlevania for NES. Those games I would play frequently aside from going outside. But the thing that got me like hardcore into gaming was when we did get a Super NES. Hey Desi! When we did get a Super NES, my brothers, again, they would play all day. So I would have to stay up all night to play the games while they were asleep or whatever. And this is, of course, on the weekends because I was small. I couldn't play the games on weekdays. I only could play them on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I couldn't play them Monday through Thursday.
Oh, so wow.
I eventually just slowly started cracking out on my gaming sessions. And when I played and just, it's right out of control. Oh my gosh. So I get my hands on the game. I love to play them. So blame them, brother.
I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and how gaming has changed so much. Like nowadays, we can, if we want a game, we just buy it. But back in those days, you were given what you got. So if you wanted to play a game and you didn't like it, you still play the game.
Yep.
And then you grow to like it. You know, that was the same thing like with me, like on the whole Sonic and stuff like that. You know, I wasn't really that into it. Like I wasn't into like Altered Beast and stuff like that. But you know what? After that, after the first few times, I was like, okay, I have to play this. There's no other game to play. Might as well play it. You know. So yeah, I mean, like we were talking about Star Ocean. So like my friend, he's really into Star Ocean because he played through. I think he played Star Ocean 3. I'm not 100% sure which one he played, but he said it was very slow to start with, and if that game was out right now, he would have probably played an hour of it and then probably sold it or got another game. But back in those days, you couldn't do that. So I mean, like I understand like how your brothers felt. Like they were like, oh, we wanted an NES and now we got a Sega Genesis, but hey, we're gonna play it. We're gonna have to play it. So you know how it is.
I was like, yes. Remember, I became a Sonic fiend. About the Sonic game, so I loved Sonic. Mario was awesome too, but I loved Sonic.
Man, Sonic for the win. I loved Sonic back in the days.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's fallen hard times right now, but it's fine. It's fine. With that Sonic boom though, that never happened. Never happened.
Don't know what you're talking about.
That never happened.
The last Sonic game I saw was Sonic Generations, and before that, I don't even know because he's come a long way.
My last one was Sonic and Knuckles. I feel like it was.
Yeah. Oh man, the cool thing about Sonic and Knuckles is how it had the cartridge that you could open up and dock it with Sonic 3 and Sonic 2.
You could do that? Dang,
yes, you could. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic 3 was my absolute favorite Sega game of all time because it pretty much extends the story. It like merges the story, and you can actually fight like a special final boss, and you can play as like Knuckles, Tails, or Sonic, or both of them through the entire game. It was so good. It was so good.
Now I feel bad now because I only played a few minutes of Sonic and Knuckles, and I wish I had played more. Honestly, I still have a Sega Mega Drive and a Sega Master System, so I don't know if it was on there. But one day, I will stream it.
Do it and let me know. I'll be no, don't do that. Those are the days, though, man. When gaming first came out, it was different. And I want to go back when you said when we had a game we had to play it. And you're right, because first of all, games didn't come out that much, and that gaming was kind of brand new to the widespread media and us as children. And it's funny. I was thinking Altered Beast because I did not like that game.
Oh,
really
really?
liked that game. It was like, I remember you could be like a werewolf and you could like punch like fist or flames out, but if you get hit, you'll turn back to a man or something.
Yeah, you would.
I like that game. And if you ever played Shinobi in the Shinobi series on Sega CD, those games are hard. They were hard to me.
Altered Beast was hard as well, though.
Yeah,
That was a really hard game. I mean, like when you think about it, like even the ones catered towards children, like Alex Kidd and stuff they weren't easy games. They're freaking hard. And like as a child, you're thinking, oh, this is gonna be like a nice casual game, and all of a sudden you're just like thrown into this world where there's a lot of deaths. It's like that's Demon Souls. Nah. No.
Coffee Girl says Sonic was her first favorite too, and Desi played no games as a child.
No,
Desi. That was a childhood. That was an imprisonment. Just kidding.
So you went from Sega Genesis to? Did you go to Sega CD? What did you go to after that?
Okay, so after Sega CD, that came around the time for the PlayStation.
Right.
Because of course we had by the time we had the NES, Super NES. All that stuff, but like our next big console, juicy console was I definitely want to say it was the original PlayStation, and then we had the Dreamcast, and then a PlayStation 2, which was not even mine for long. So let me tell you guys, I remember when the Dreamcast was like $200-300, and the games my brothers got with it was Sonic Adventure and NBA 2K. That was amazing. But imagine, around the time PlayStation and Dreamcast came out, they introduced a thing called memory cards. So if you didn't have a memory card, which for the longest, me and my brothers, we didn't have them. So we had to either play games that didn't require them, or play through the game and keep the console on. It's pretty bad. But,
wow.
It was definitely Dreamcast was the next step, and that's when I got addicted to, guess who? Sonic
Adventure.
Yup, and Power Star. That was an awesome brawler, beat 'em up, and it was an arcade like game. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's called Dynamite Cop.
Dynamite Cop.
Dynamite Cop. It was one of the funnest. It was one of the funnest co-op arcade games. If I somehow managed to get super lucky and win an arcade cabinet, I would get Dynamite Cop because it was one of the funnest games. Hey Shimmy,
Hey Shimmy, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean, like for me, like I was never into like arcade stuff. I went to arcades. I used to look at the people playing it, but I never got around to playing it myself. Did you go to the arcades a lot and play it? Or was that something that you had on the console?
It was something I had on the console. It felt like something that would be an arcade because the only arcade or arcadey place that I went to as a child was like Pizza Hut. And they only had like maybe two arcade things, and the coolest thing ever was the sit down Pac-Man table. Have you seen those before? It's where it's a 2-player Pac-Man table, and each player sits at the end of the table, and you look down, and you just play like that. It was really cool.
No, I've never played that. No. Seeing as though you said Pac-Man, the other day I went to this kind of like an arcade / gambling place, and they had an air hockey game with Pac-Man on it. So I'm playing it, and we're playing Pac-Man, and all of a sudden, in the middle, in the the divider, that's filled with little teeny air hockey thingies. I don't know what they are, the chips or whatever. And they would all just come down. There's like 100 odd just come straight onto the table, and you'd have to put them all away. So whoever, it's hectic as hell. Firstly, there's a 2-player giant freaking air hockey table. I was like, wow, this thing is awesome.
Sounds like a bonus mode. That does sound awesome.
it was really awesome.
I'd flip out. There's so much stuff. Survival. You already know he was addicted to a Gundam game on Dreamcast and Virtual On. As you know, I'm a Mecha Monster fan addict, but Virtual On was a very popular game for the Sega Dreamcast. Did you play Sega Dreamcast a lot, or did you get to play it?
I didn't have a Dreamcast, but my best friend, he had a Dreamcast, and he used to play Sonic Adventure all the time. and he absolutely destroyed that game. You know, he loved it. He got the special endings and all sorts of stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stick with my PlayStation 1. I mean, it was. You see what it is? I feel like Sega Dreamcast came at the wrong time.
I agree.
If it had came out before the PlayStation, it would have been a different gaming industry right now.
Yeah. Either that, or if it came out like with PlayStation 2, but a little better graphics, maybe a DVD player, it may have lasted a little bit. But yeah, I agree. Dreamcast was before its time. It was really, really awesome.
It was really good though. Yeah, I mean, like I've heard so many people talking about the Dreamcast and stuff like that, and Sega needs to make a new console. They do. But I mean, like it's so like congested right now in the gaming market. I don't know if it will do any well. But there's a lot of people that, you know, have that nostalgia of Sega's. So who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens. Also, Atari's a thing.
Bring back Atari.
I mean, like Silent Hill. Sorry, Coffee was saying Silent Hill. Coffee. Silent Hill scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. It scared the shit. I only had the demo disc, but that scared the crap out of me. Resident Evil didn't, but that did.
The demo disc, man, that's old school, and I missed the demo disc. They were so cool. They were so good.
Oh my gosh, they were so good.
Silent Hill was also creepy because that was like, it was either Resident Evil or Silent Hill. It was like the only horror-like games out back on those, and those are fresh and new. And it was freaky because you couldn't see what's going on, but you could hear things. You hear the radio sound, the static. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a monster nearby. There's a monster nearby. There's a monster nearby. And you walk into a monster, one comes out of the fog, and you're just like, oh my god, I don't know what to do.
And then you couldn't aim as well. So that was the thing as well. It's like you couldn't aim. I played that recently. Well, I think it was last Halloween that I played it. And oh my gosh, I just couldn't play that anymore. It's not that I was scared. It was just like the controls. I couldn't handle it. And that was one of the beauties of old school gaming, I guess. Is like the controls were there, and we didn't have all these like different control types, like the way we are spoilt now. Like, you know, if you didn't like one control type, you can control it as if it was Call of Duty, or you know, you couldn't do that back in the days. You get what you're given in those days.
And then we didn't even have the analog sticks, remember? Because like it took them a while for the DualShock controls to come out. So we had the D-pads and like our 4 buttons and our shoulder buttons to start and select. That's all we had.
That's it.
That was all we had.
So if I was to ask you, what was your favorite game of all time? What are you thinking?
That's hard. Of all time.
Of all time.
That is really, 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 really. Give me a second.
I like putting people on the spot. It's fun.
No,
it's
that's
fun
a fantastic question. I will probably say for the sake of nostalgic purposes.
Okay.
For the sake of nostalgic purposes, I won't go anything too new. But the original, I would think Phantasy Star Online for Dreamcast is my favorite for nostalgic purposes. And I say this because that was the first game I played online with the console. That was the first console to have online capabilities and have online interaction. So that will forever leave, like, you know, something in my heart. Hey, Karibo!
Curry!
These Desi Mo and Vion old man gamers. Back in our day, we didn't have the jumbo rumble thing in our controller. We only had 4 things we could do: up, down, and A, B, and C. That's right.
That's what we call pro gamers, guys. It's not old man gamers, it's pro gamers.
Okay. Ooh, that's way.
So Fantasy Online. So I'm guessing that was actually an online game, because I didn't get into online gaming until PS3.
Wow.
Not gonna lie. No, well, of course you know that there's PC gaming, which is I feel like that's a different kind of like online gaming. Like I played Diablo and stuff like that. You know, got trolled like really, really badly on that. So like catfished and stuff. You know, it's one of those things. You know. I don't like talking about it. But yeah, so that was like you playing it on the Dreamcast. How was that like?
Man, it was amazing. For the first time, I remember when I put the phone jack. I'm like, oh, is this how it works? Put the phone jack in behind the console, and then configure my web browser disk on Dreamcast. It was so weird. Do you remember? Did you have dial-up? Do you remember having dial-up?
Yes.
And you
AOL, man.
You have to cross your fingers that the servers will connect, and it took forever to connect. Like, oh my gosh, please connect. And Phantasy Star has an infamous loading screen where it's like you're going down a pipe, and you can move the cursor, and it's like a little light. So you would move the light and hope it'll load. And just connect. And it's awesome, but it was also scary because we all know when you had dial-up, if someone called on that phone line, it would knock you off.
Oh yeah, I remember those days, dude. I remember those. Damn, that made me sound old, but whatever. Hey, that Fox. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, dial-up was torture.
I can't believe there's people in this world who did not experience dial-up. That's so weird because dial-up, I thought dial-up was fast and cool. Like, oh my gosh. And my friend had AOL. I'm like, this is so cool. You got mail. And you can go in like chat rooms and chat, and we would just look up Dragon Ball Z stuff. But it's like dial-up on a console. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
You see what it is for me? Like, when we first got dial-up, the only thing I'd do was go to Cartoon Network and play those games, man.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network games were the shit back in the day.
And you know, those games, I remember those games had like giveaways and stuff because they would advertise it. Go here, play this game, you get a chance to win the sweepstakes. Oh man, they lied.
It took 15 minutes to load, but it's fine.
Yeah, it did. All of like 5 minutes.
we waited for that game. It's free. We played it. And I think one of the first ones I actually played and I loved on that site was this RPG kind of game where you play as I don't know who you played actually, but you go around and you talk to all these Cartoon Network characters and try and find what they were missing or whatever, like an RPG, like, you know, doing fetch quests for everyone. So hey, that's, I guess, where my love for RPGs comes from. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a good place to have in love. And wow. Hey, Arm, what's up, buddy?
Amateurs, welcome to the stream, buddy.
All right. So Desi said after a while she started using the disc as coasters. Oh my gosh. Coffee Girl. All right. So here's a quick story about the Coffee Girl. She asked if you guys ever played Doom. Okay. So in middle school, there was a new fellow moved in my neighborhood, like a street down from my street, and he was really cool. He was you know, it was kind of like me in the games and whatever. But it turns out that his whole family was too. So I thought this was awesome. I would go over his house every day after school and play Unreal Tournament and Doom, because his sister, his mom, his dad, and him would all play Doom together. Like they'll all play in their. He would play in his room, his sister play in her room, and then they had an extra room where they had like 3 computers, and they would play. Like his wife, his dad and his mom would play down there. If I go over there, I'll just jump on another computer and play with them. So we'll just sit there and play like Doom and Unreal for hours until it gets dark until the home. Like it was awesome.
Them LAN parties though.
Yeah, it was. The LAN parties was fierce, man. I
wish I played LAN over here though. You see, like my friend, he had Command and Conquer, and he really wanted to play with me. I wasn't really a tactical gamer at that point, and Command and Conquer is one of those games that I wish I had really got into, but I only really played one. And he set up the LAN and everything. I was supposed to go down and play with him, but no, it didn't work out that way, and I never ever played on a LAN thing ever. So I really wish I did. I really wish we had a LAN cafe a while ago, but the guy made his money because it was a big deal over here. He made his money and ran. He was just like, "Yep, I made enough money." Now he went back to Australia.
That's
like, okay.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame. I never even got to experience that. But hey, you know what? We've got wireless now, which is not as good, but still, it's still good. good, you know.
Yeah, we got it. It's funny that you said Command and Conquer because I had that on PlayStation. It was Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Oh, that's the one I played.
That was the one. I would I won't forget when you're playing somebody, you're playing with friends because I think you could have played that split screen. When you hear nuclear missile detected, you'll freak out. You're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and it will just destroy your base. I won't forget that in the APC unit. You used to get your soldiers in it, but man, see, I'm going way back. You bring all this oldness.
We're going back. We're going to the roots right now. We're going to the roots. It's fine. It's cool.
Pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome though, but it kind of sucks for that guy to get up and run. Because I think it's nice to have a place where people can socialize in actual person, in person. Because we get nowadays technology and games is all so digital, which is awesome and super convenient. But sometimes I think not everybody, but some people kind of forget how to interact in person or in real life. So at the end of the day, that's important too. But hey,
wait a second. A famous person just came into the stream.
Hypnotic.
Welcome to the stream. That hypnotic doll. How you doing? But yeah, I mean, dude, we're going back a while now. We're going back now. But what was the game you say is the most memorable to you? I know you said Fantasy Online or Fantasy Star, but that doesn't necessarily have to be like the most memorable. For me, my most memorable has to be Final Fantasy 9 because I played that with my family. You know, they were around me while I was playing it. You know, they were watching what was going on. So that was like the most memorable. It's not my favorite game, but it was the most memorable game. So what do you think is the most memorable game for you?
The most memorable game. Oh gosh, spot again. Oh, number 2. Bing.
I just love putting you on the spot. It's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
I think
that's what I do.
Game. I will go. This is so cliche. I want to say Monster Hunter for PlayStation 2, the original Monster Hunter.
Oh, okay.
That came out. I won't forget when it came out because I was in like 6th grade when it came out, and it was I think it was 6th grade when it came out. And it was really fun and really cool because the first time. I thought it was like Phantasy Star, and I know this beating a dead horse, but I won't forget because that game, I've met friends in that game, and I'm still friends with them to this day. Like,
oh wow,
it's really, really, really crazy. And I actually met someone who works at Capcom playing that game. It was really funny. But I think that's more memorable right now. That because I'm older now, and the series is still coming out. I'm seeing people get into this. So that just makes me, gosh, I feel old. That's awesome. Monster Hunter is definitely one.
I never got into that franchise. I wish I had, but I never got it. I don't think they made a big deal about it in this country though. That's the thing. They didn't make a big deal about it in this country. It was Pokemon, and more Pokemon, and that's what it was. Pokemon, Power Rangers, and some other BS. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they didn't make a big deal of it, so I never got into that series. But it looks really, really fun. It looks really, really fun.
It is. Now's a good time to try jumping into it. But speaking of that, another game that actually comes to mind was a game called Trap Gunner on original PlayStation.
Oh wow!
And it was over the top versus game. But the thing is, you would pick a character. And you would just try to kill off the other character, but you had a gun, but you also could lay traps for the other character to run into. So it was kind of like a versus Bomberman, but
wow,
really neat.
Spy versus spy.
Yeah, it was really, that game. I was on the demo disc, but I put so many hours in that demo disc with my friends James. Oh my gosh, it was that and Guilty. It was awesome.
Demo discs were amazing back in the day.
They were.
When I got my PlayStation, I only had the demo disc for the longest time. I played the crap out of Crash Team Racing. Crash Team Racing, man. That was my first karting game ever, and after that, I just went nuts with all the karting games. I played Toy Story Racer, Looney Tunes Racer. What else was there? Rugrats Racer. All of the friggin' racing games, man.
Did you ever play? What was it? Motor Tunes? It was a cartoony looking racer. That was probably one of the first racers I played on PlayStation.
No, I haven't. I've never even heard of that.
Gosh,
one.
It was. I think it was called Motor Tune Racing or something. Someone in the chat might know. But gosh, yeah, I remember Rugrats. I used to love Rugrats too.
Yeah,
so.
me too, man. Gosh. Nicktoons Racing and all sorts of things are just coming back to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon Network Racer, anything that I could find that was karting, I would play it because it was so fun. I used to play that with my brother, my cousin. We used to go out and buy controllers just to play. You know, so hey, you don't know that karting life, guys.
Nope, sure don't. It was really good.
Yeah.
Wow,
so let's
awesome.
head off from gaming for a second. You are a cosplayer, sir.
Yes.
Yes, you are a cosplayer, and oh my gosh, when I first saw your armor, I was like, what? You're doing this? Oh my gosh, this is awesome, dude. This is awesome. There's a story behind that armor, so you gotta tell us what's going on with that.
Alright, so as you guys know, back to the game Monster Hunter. I've been a big fan of Monster Hunter. And as far as me cosplaying, I've been going to the anime conventions and gaming conventions for a long time. But one day I was like, man, I'm gonna build me an armor, I'm gonna do it one day. One day, try this. I'm like, not so much. Try cosplay, not so much. And I was like, oh man. And then I met this team. And they actually they do armor, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if they actually do this for Monster Hunter. So I spoke with them, and like this process was like a year and a half. I spoke with them, hey Shy, and they were like, okay, we could probably do this, but it's gonna be like this. I'm like, all right, fine, let's try it. And so about 4 months later, they got in contact with me, like, we're ready. Send us A, B, C, and D, which was like all my body measurements. Luckily, I worked at a retail store, so I already had a lot of stuff up here and just, finish off. But I did end up getting it not this past year, last February was my first time. I got it after placing the order that April. So it took, a reasonable amount. But of course, I did get the sandbar yacht armor, which I wanted something that was unique. It was different, but it was also one of my favorite armor sets in the game. And it was my favorite monster in the game at the time. So I was like, you know what? Why not? I got the funds to do so. So I talked to them. They commissioned it for me. Next thing you know, they brought it to me in February, and we had it. It was really awesome. It was really awesome. So what
was the experience like the first time you wore it?
Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. It wasn't overwhelming. I was really excited. I was worried because I'm like, okay, let me make sure all this is right. Everything happens. Everything's good. I'm like, all right, we gotta check when everything's straight, everything's finished. There's, for example, that if you see that image, Shazam, what's up, buddy?
Shazam. Every time you type in Shazam, that emo will show. So that's why I found out the hard way. But hey, it works.
That's right.
Hey, Paper,
what up, man?
Whoa, easy now with that stuff.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
But anyway, because when you get something, you get really excited. I definitely won't say I was nervous, but I definitely saw the other side of things because, like I said, I've been going to conventions for years prior to me getting something serious, and I was on the other side of the spectrum. Instead of taking the pictures, I was the one the pictures taken. Like walking a step into, then stopping for 15-20 minutes, walk 3 steps, stopping for 10 minutes. I was really excited. As weird as it sounds, I was proud that I was actually able to cosplay something of a higher level. So it was really good.
This is real high level stuff,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, it is.
It's really well made, really detailed. I love it, dude. It was so good. It looks so good.
Thank you.
Wow, it's amazing, dude.
And it's made out of craft foam with vinyl lining and pretty much like airbrush and spray paint. It's just really fine details. to everything.
Yeah,
But
it's really cool.
it's really awesome.
Now, was it really hot though? I'm guessing it's really hot.
Okay, so it looks really hot, but it's not. If you look at the image, you can see that where I have the black, like I had a long black Under Armour shirt.
Yeah.
It had like black sweatpants. So it wasn't too bad because the armor right here was just like a strap on, and the strap on here, strap on there. So I had air coming up through my chest. And because the tacet was just like a little coat on my hip and down, I did have air going in there, but I had to open my tacet and whatnot. So it wasn't too hot, but my mobility goes down, like the RPG, my mobility goes down like 85%. Because how the tacet works is it's a straight thing, and it curves around my legs. So when I walk, I can't like lift my legs higher. And every time I'm in this suit, if I'm using my switch axe, I can't do anything about myself for the time being. That's why I have to reevaluate stuff. And what ends up happening is I need a handler. If I have a switch axe. So they actually have to carry the weapon like on their shoulder or something so I can grab it and pose with it, because I pretty much have to waddle. I don't know if you've done something. I really have to literally waddle. And I hate going upstairs. It's really hard for me to go upstairs. I can't sit down. I can't kneel. I can't do anything because, like I said, if I stand up, like my entire side down here has to like remain straight all the way around. So yeah, I can't sit down or anything without taking the tacet off. When it comes about like my arms, like my arms probably like this right here, like this probably can move them. And the first time I took it, like put it on, it probably took about 15-20 minutes to get it on, and about like 10 to get off. But like as I took it off and put it back on faster and more often, it won't take like maybe 5 minutes, but it does take a while because it's each wrist. This is a piece. The chest is one piece, and it feels like kind of like an Iron Man suit or something, because I have to put the chest up, zip it up, Velcro it, and everything. But when I take it off, I have to someone else has to take it off. They have to take the Velcro off, unzip me because I can't reach the zippers, and then they open it like a fly trap or something, and I have to push myself through. So it's really crazy. What's up?
Yo, Trioga. That's really cool though. I mean, like, you can tell, like, I mean, I've seen like a lot of pictures of cosplayers, not telling you who, and you look at them and you did like really, really tight stuff, and you're thinking, how in the world did you get in that? You know, it's like, and I was wondering the same, like, how did you get in that? I mean, like, it seems like it's just like one whole piece. You know, it's really well made. I mean, like, you can't really tell where all the, you know, like how the nooks and crannies are, if you know. So I'm wondering how you could, you know, get in there. I was like, wow, that's really cool though. That is really cool. You look great in it, you know.
Thank you.
But I mean, like, is the helmet just one piece?
The helmet is one piece, and actually, I can grab it if you want me to, real quick.
Yeah, if you want, yeah, go
Give me
for it.
one second. I'm gonna grab this.
Okay. Oh, this is a treat for you guys, right? This helmet. Oh my goodness, it's so cool, so cool. I absolutely loved his cosplay, and I'm actually thinking about cosplaying myself, but nothing that intricate, guys. Nothing that intricate. I don't think I can ever do that. But hey, he pulled it off completely. He did a great job. So I mean, like, has anyone in the chat ever cosplayed? Have you guys cosplayed anything, or planning to cosplay? Because that would be cool to know. Like, you know, send pictures, by the way. Send pictures. I want to see that. Thank you, Coffee, for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Thank you. All right, so this is pretty much, you can see to
so
scale.
sexy. Oh my gosh.
It's one piece. All the way around. Be fun. And put it on. I don't know if I can put it with the buds. I probably can, but I don't know if you can still hear me. You see, the trick is, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so the trick is, like, this is all I can see. Like,
oh wow.
Like, this is my hole. It's really hard to see. So I have to walk around with it like this on my head unless I take a picture. And in that picture, you also showed the sword. So I guess I can also show that too. To give you an idea how big that is, if the picture didn't do it justice. Yeah. All right, so this is me. This is just the base of it.
Wow.
So this that can give you an idea.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's top heavy. So definitely.
So you were saying this is a Monster Hunter character, right?
Yes, this is from Monster
Hunter. Okay, first time I saw it, I thought it was a Gundam thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a Gundam thing.
A lot of people thought it was like Gundam or like Power Rangers or something, because Monster Hunter wasn't that well known. It still isn't, but it's definitely it's inconvenient to fight monsters in it. For that armor, yes, but in the game, no, it's very, very convenient. But man, it was really cool. It's awesome. I'll be wearing it again in a few weeks. And
you're going to be going to some events, right? You've been to a lot of events. You go to a lot of events, right? So can you let us know like which events are you going to be going to soon? Just in case there's someone that wants to meet you up. Who knows?
Okay. All right. So I'll be going to Animazement, which is almost exactly a month from now.
Okay.
That's in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm thinking of going into Otakon for a day or two, and that's in Baltimore. Aside from that, I'm cutting back this year because there's other things I want to try focusing on and save up for. Like a trip to Japan for one, I want to do that.
Oh, I love that, man.
So awesome. I'm going to do that. And I want to also I hit Katsucon up every year in February because that is probably the most beautiful anime con like ever. It's nice, the weather's nice, the people are amazing, the scenery is gorgeous. It's so beautiful out there.
Where is it?
It is like at the peak of Virginia. It's funny. It's at the National Harbor. It's called the Gaylord National Harbor, and it's really neat because like this it's a little off to the highway, and it's a little harbor, and it has its own Ferris wheel, and it's like a little mini town. So they have like all these little shops, these restaurants, all these hotels, and the big convention center. So it's pretty awesome. It's
wow.
So
that's amazing. Yeah. And you've been to, obviously, I met you firsthand. I met this guy at PAX East.
That's right.
Yes, PAX East. And is there like any other ones that you've been to? Like, did you go to E3?
Yes, I did go to E3. As some of you guys don't know, I work alongside Mr. FredX919 here. So I did go to E3. I think it was the first year I was with Ubisoft, and it was a blast. I kind of wish other people could have experienced what I did, but it was jaw-dropping. That was probably one of the most funnest events I've had, simply because it was so different. Like going to PAX East and going to E3, it was a different atmosphere.
Oh yeah.
But it's really, really awesome when people work. They're there to work, get stuff done. They showcase stuff. They go all out. You get free stuff, all the swag.
Oh snap!
And then, of course, you have the parties at night, which you guys know me. I love being sociable, either if it's in the hotel room at a party or dancing. I love doing it.
If you guys don't know, this guy is silky skilled in his dance moves. Silky skilled. Like, I was absolutely in awe with your dance moves in PAX, dude. I was like, whoa. Okay, I'm not a dancer. I've never been a dancer. I've never emulated dancing, except for that one time. That we don't talk about that. But I saw you were teaching Gemini how to dance, and I was like, wow, this is awesome, dude. Where did you learn that? Did you learn it, or did you just practice? Or
in 6th grade, I actually learned how to do one of the things, and then what people would do in 6th grade. I remember in middle school when you start, getting everybody trying to be cool and stuff. All the dances started coming out, all the songs. Everybody wanted to learn something, and you would learn something. Then your friend would learn something, and they'll teach you, and then you would teach them, or then you would try to show them one up. Like, oh, you think this is cool? And the last thing I learned was actually something from my friends. It's like Inward Hill Toe. But I learned that watching someone else. So they actually taught me how to do that. Like I was probably scale 1 to 10 out of my group. I was probably like a 6 compared to everybody else because they did that like hardcore. Even now, like a lot of my friends, they're like b-boys and like gymnastic people, and me, I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm done with that. Not about that.
B-boy meaning Backstreet Boy.
No, meaning Battle Boy. You know,
I don't know.
no. It's if you guys saw any of the KatsuCon video, you see when we go to the parties, we bring the parties, so it's really fun. People like go spinning on their heads and doing backflips and all the crazy stuff. So it's really fun. If we ever have an event, make sure you all come. It'll be extremely entertaining. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, like that's yeah. Your dance moves, dude. Well, on point. Well, on point. So, you're a streamer. You're a live streamer.
Yes.
What have you been playing recently?
As of recently, the few games I've been playing, I've been playing Fantasy Online 2. I've been playing Heroes of the Storm. Before that, I was playing Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse and Bloodborne. Those was probably the last 4 main games I've been playing.
Did you finish Bloodborne?
Yes, I did. I did.
Wow.
That's
an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment.
It was fun. See, what I did, some people like doing it solo. I played probably half of Bloodborne. I beat like half the bosses with co-op and some of the bosses solo. So some people were like, oh, you're not really being... I'm like, well, I'm having fun. Co-op for a reason. So either way, that game was really, really, really fun. And I do plan on going back and playing Bloodborne again. So
you're going to play on the hardest difficulty, right?
Yeah, right. I'm just kidding. No, I will actually. Yeah, Tree Hugger is awesome, right? It's awesome. But I would definitely be playing that again sometime in the future on New Game Plus and Childish Mission. So if anybody has on PlayStation 4, which that's on the system, it's 4. Duh. Anyone beyond, we can play sometime.
You know what? I recently just picked it up. I haven't even put it in yet, so I might have to take you up on that one day. Because I don't know if I can do it. Because I played it before it came out. I played it at this event that I was at, and there's just like the demo part. I think they showed off this demo a while ago. But I played that through that demo, and oh my god, I just kept dying. It's like the awesome thing about small events is that you don't have to wait in line. So I played it like 7-8 times in a row, and I just couldn't do it. I wish I was streaming this because you guys would have had a kick at how much I raged.
The sodium.
And I'm watching because Dragon Boss is with me, and he's playing through it, and he's like already further than me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch how you play this game instead of me playing this. But I had to buy it. It's just such a beautiful game. You wouldn't think something that came from Dark Souls and Demon Souls would be so beautiful. I mean, it's such a beautiful game. I love it.
It is. It is very beautiful, and I love the detail in the game. I love it to death. I know what it is when you fight and get blood all over you. I'm like, look at that detail. Look at the blood. It's so cool. I definitely loved it. It's a challenge, my friend. You're going for a road. It like Hugger says here. It gets a little easier once you get in combat, but it just comes down to how do you like playing the game. And I do like how almost each weapon, I would say every weapon can be very useful if you want it to be. Unless you start using like one certain weapon that's kind of broken, then it'll kind of ruin the experience for you. So you go through the game. But aside from that, play how you want to play, and the game will reward you for it if you practicing it better. You know. So
yeah, you try to get better, and as you guys know, I don't get better. I just get worse. But yeah, I mean, like it's one of those games that I really do want to play. I have it. I'm just contemplating when I should play because I was playing Ori and the Blind Forest yesterday. Dude, that game, it's so tedious. It's so beautiful, but so tedious. It's like just to get to one point, I have to go through this whole maze, and you don't know where you're going, and it's like you're lost, and you just keep dying over and over and over again. I'm like, okay.
So far, what do you give? Do you give it like a thumbs up, thumbs down?
Oh yeah, I give it a thumbs up, definitely. Thumbs up. It's definitely a game, but I'm not a platformer anymore. I don't play. I've never really played platformers since obviously like the old Sonic days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when you're giving me a platformer, you know, something along those lines, I'm not going to have the best of times, because my accuracy is crap. So, but you know what? It's a really fun game, really beautiful, and definitely worth a buy. It's cheaper than a proper release game. So why not? And it's 12 hours long. So why the hell not? I see why it got such good ratings.
So, did you ever? What is your like go-to type game or your go-to genre? Is it RPG?
RPG, JRPG.
JRPG is even better. All right,
There's a difference.
There's a difference. There's a big difference. All right, so name probably what you would say your favorite JRPG.
Oh, that's a big question now, Vince. I'll let you answer that first. As soon as I have to remember.
All right. So I'm going to say the last JRPG I fell head over heels for was White Knight Chronicles. Okay.
Oh, okay.
White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2. I put 500 hours in that game so fast. I don't even know what happened. I'll play that game until they shut the servers.
Did you play that online?
Yes. Unfortunately, the online servers are now
they're closed. Yeah. I played White Knight Chronicles 1, but I never had anyone to play online with.
Oh man, it was so it was so fun. It was so fun. You make your own Arc Knight. It was so it was so awesome. It was awesome. Oh, I miss it. Oh, it was like one of my biggest. That was one of my first big playthroughs on YouTube, or when I streamed it when I had my HD PVR. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. It was, oh gosh, just loved it. Wow. But yeah, you're right, Huggy. You got to commit a lot of hours to them.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm thinking it's between what's it called, Final Fantasy 9 or Dragon Quest 8. I'm thinking it's Dragon Quest 8 because that was just a beautiful game. The same art designer as Dragon Ball Z. It was an amazing game. I loved it. I put a lot of hours into it, and I didn't even get through half of the side missions I later realized. So, yeah, definitely. Of course, Ni no Kuni's up there, and Final Fantasy 9 was, fantastic. 7, fantastic. But I have to say, Dragon Quest 8 is probably my favorite. Of course, there's Rogue Galaxy. I don't know if you've ever played Rogue Galaxy.
Yes, I have. That was with the Space Pirates?
Yeah, Space Pirates. Yes.
The cover when he's like this. It's
I saw that game. I know I want to buy it again. It's one of those things like you just get until you sell a game. Like, I want to play it again. I want to play it on stream as well. It's a really fun game.
It is. It's really awesome. It was on GameCube. Was it on GameCube as well? Or I'm thinking to Symphony, but Rogue Galaxy was pretty awesome. Though. I do know what you're talking about. Though.
From what I know, it was on PlayStation 2. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Vince, it was awesome having you on. This is almost the end of the stream. I know it went fast, right? It went fast. Yes. This is just the start, guys. This is just the start. I'm gonna have to have you on again, dude. Like, I say this to most of my guests. Just because you've been here once doesn't mean you're off the hook forever now. Nah, man. There's my show. I can have whoever I want.
We're in your seats.
Yes, dude, man. This has been amazing to have you on, guys. Make sure you follow Vince over here. Do you mind putting your Twitch in there for everyone?
A second.
Hermit.
Alright, so...
one second. Alright. I'm just trying to permit you, see if Nightbot is even in this room firstly.
Hey Face, gosh, you're so late.
Hey Face, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Face 909.
Okay, so I think Nightbot left.
Here's what you can do. You can click on my name and just click that nice button right there.
Yes, click on his name. Make sure you hit the follow button. Dude is amazing. You guys don't even know. We only just scratched the surface. But yeah, guys, make sure you hit that follow. You won't regret it. And also, don't forget to follow CCL, who his team. So I don't know if we can get the link in there somewhere. There we go. Oh wait, Desi will give yours link. Make sure you hit that follow on it. on the link Desi Bell just posted, and make sure you hit the link on the community casters as well. Well, this was fun. This was really fun.
Yeah, thank you,
hope you
so much
enjoyed
for asking
yourself.
me. I'm sorry
course.
it took so long. I'm sorry it took so long. but
It's
we
cool,
found-
dude.
yeah.
It's cool. You got your life. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Right? You know. But this is an amazing opportunity for me. You know, you guys are, all of you guys that I have here are just awesome. This is gonna be on YouTube, guys. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, make sure you like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out those links. And yeah, thank you all for coming. And I hope you have a great day. Do you have any last words, Vince?
Thank you everybody who came from the other side of the world to hang out with us. Again, thank you, Mo, for inviting me, my man.
Of course,
Hit me up
man.
anytime. I love you. Love everybody in the chat. Y'all have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.